All relationships go through difficulties from time to time. Perhaps you've been renovating your house, or you are in the midst of relocating. Neither you or your partner, your spouse, is unhappy, and this is leading to tension. Perhaps you've added to your family, you've suffered some bereavement or loss, and the difference in your grief experience have driven a wedge between you and your spouse. Or it could be stress from raising a child, or one with a disability, or a teenager or adult child with a drug or alcohol addiction, or a parent who suddenly needs a lot of extra care, or maybe nothing outwardly changed, but the relationship is just getting a bit tense. We all need to adopt a little tolerance. Human beings are neither perfect nor perfectly matched. No two human beings can always meet the expectations of one another. It's not possible or practical to expect everything to be perfect all the time. There will be times when the conduct of a husband will not meet the expectations of the wife, or the conduct of the wife will not meet the expectations of the husband. Sayyidina Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala narrates that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "La yafraku mu'minun mu'minatan in kariha minha khuluqan radiya minha akhar." No believing man should totally detest a believing woman who is his wife. If he dislikes something in her, there would be something else in her that he would like. In the Noble Quran, Allah Rabbul Izzah says, وَعَاشِرُوهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, and associate with them in kindness. فَإِنْ كَرِهْتُمُوهُنَّ فَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. It may be that you dislike something in which Almighty Allah has placed abundance of good for you. The shortcomings of our spouse should remind us about our own shortcomings. We tend to overlook 99 faults of our own and focus on the one fault of our spouse. The Mufti Mahmud Hassan rahmatullah alayhi used to say, when you point your fingers at someone, there are 3 fingers pointing back at you. Imam Ghazali rahimahumullah has a narration which states that whichever man is patient with the bad character of his wife shall be given the reward like that of which Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam had received. And whichever woman is patient with the bad character of the husband shall receive the reward same as Asiya, the wife of Fir'aun radiyallahu ta'ala anha. So how do we be more tolerant in our marriages? Number 1, empathize. A good first step to tolerating others in a tricky situation is to make a conscious effort to empathize and try to see things from his or her perspective. Then we need to analyze our own intolerant feelings. Understand the context and the roots of your intolerant feelings may help you recognize and challenge them. And most of all, we need to practice patience. Tolerance doesn't mean that a spouse constantly has to put up with his or her partner, but there are times when one needs to be patient and choose not to argue when it's not necessary. What counts in making a happy marriage is not how much compatible you are, but how you deal with your incompatibilities.